What's going on, everyone? Samson here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's happening. Newcastle finally found their manager to lead them into the promised land. The guy who they have found is willing to take the mantle, take the bottomless pit that is the money from the Saudis, and steer Newcastle to glory. His name, before I get into it, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, all that good stuff. And let's get into it. Yes, Eddie Howe is set to be announced as the new Newcastle manager. This is a weird one for me, really weird one, because cool. Let's look at the facts, right? Newcastle are in a relegation battle. Cool. Eddie Howe's been in one relegation battle in the Premier League anyway, and he lost it. So when Bournemouth were in the Premier League the few seasons before they got relegated, they weren't really in a relegation battle. They were always finishing mid-table, just about in and around the mid-table section. Excuse me. But they weren't in a relegation battle. The one time they were in a relegation battle, they lost it. Now Newcastle need structure. I don't think Eddie Howe was someone to give them that structure. Now, bearing in mind, come January, well, between now and January, I don't know, he's going to have to work some miracle to give them a fighting chance, because the players that he's going to need to sign in January are going to have to hit the ground running from day one. Eddie Howe isn't a big name, so he can't attract any surprise big name players, regardless of the wage packet that Newcastle could offer certain players. So this leaves Newcastle in a pickle, because I don't see Newcastle staying in the Premier League with Eddie Howe as a manager. If they appoint Eddie Howe as a manager, they can be sure, regardless of how much money they spend in January, they can be sure to be relegated. Another thing that baffles me is the fact that Eddie Howe was in the running for the Celtic manager's job, right? And I think it was in the summer or something like that. He didn't take it for whatever reason. That's his own personal choice, own personal preference. Maybe he didn't want to go to Scotland. Maybe he has family. He didn't really want to uplift his family and start a new life in Scotland. Maybe he doesn't rate the Scottish League. Maybe he had his fingers crossed and hoped for a Premier League chance. Cool. And he might get it, but I feel like he hasn't proven himself as a manager to be given a responsibility of not only keeping Newcastle in the Premier League, but spending the money that he would be given in January. I feel like you have to earn. Okay, now people are going to say, how do you earn it if you don't get given a chance? Cool, we get it. But I would say the only way to earn it and to be given a chance is to prove that you're good enough. Eddie Howe hasn't done that. But again, I'm not a Newcastle fan, so Newcastle fans, let me know what you think. Is Eddie Howe the right man for the job? Would you prefer someone better? Would you have preferred Unai Emery, who you was linked with earlier in the week? Obviously, he turned that down. I thought that was a weird one as well, because I don't see why Unai Emery would have left Villarreal, who are currently in Europe, to then go to Newcastle, who are in a relegation battle. It didn't make sense to me, so I didn't think that was going to happen anyway, and it didn't. But yeah, would you have preferred seeing someone else take the helm at Newcastle? I mean, it's been, 2 weeks now? Maybe, I think nearly 3 since you sacked Steve Bruce. What is happening at the club? What is happening? But yeah, guys, don't forget, let me know your thoughts. Hit the notification bell, comment section, like button, all that good stuff. And we will see if this develops into something substantial.